Huck Finn and I'm floating down a river, going on a runaway with Miss Watson's Negro. I be floating in style all day in the river. Ain't no place to be but in the river, the river, the river. The river, the river, in the Mississippi River. The river, the river. The river, the river. Yeah, Jim, my Negro. Yeah, it's Jim over here. Remember me from all these years where you saved my life from all these hating Negro beaters. Watson was abusive, yeah, she hated all her Negroes. That's why I'd like to stay with you forever, drifting down this river. Cause you the only white lad that can tolerate this black man wrapped in happily damn whatever path chance brings him in. And you the only homie I know who's got my back from the start to the finish line, beginning till the end. I know you're the white man and naturally you a better human being, but you white lads hating Negroes with the same passion I love my chicken. And that's gonna be a problem for we's existence, especially when we Negroes and white lads always be coexisting. I remember the last time we lost each other in the fog. My heart was most broke because you was lost. I didn't care no more what become of me in the rap, cause I knew my Huck Finn was gonna come back and say my ass. Huck, I can't thank you enough for accepting me on your boat. Not much of a boat, but at least that money can float. Yeah, flow me down this river. I'm your homie, I'm your Negro. Put the partner and grind a PIC, we here to deliver. I appreciate your tolerance for Negroes like me who are all over the place down here in Mississippi. We working all day in our dirty slave chains, but they shine like gold once we be runaways. Yeah, and I'm floating down a river, going on a runaway with Miss Watson's Negro. I be floating in style all day in the river. Ain't no place to be but in the river, the river, the river. The river, the river, in the Mississippi River. The river, the river. The river, the river. Yeah, Jim, my Negro. Yeah. Remember not to hang out with this Tom Sawyer kid, cause he about as evil as a Duke and a Dolphin. He done playing with this black ass for fun, cause he a breed of them Negro hating sons. Huckleberry, listen closely, I'ma say this once. Don't grow to be like Pat Finn, always drunk, beating up his son and locking so he can't run. Grab another beer, he be dead before the sun comes up. I know you're just a child and I'm a grown black man in his 40s, but you gotta learn to stand up for yourself and take responsibility. I lived a long black life just slaving away, but I have hope for this generation when I see your face. Most people think them Negroes only fit to be a slave, but you some different white lad who thinks otherwise today. That's why I really like your son. 99 problems and this Negro ain't my name's Huck Finn and I'm floating down a river, going on a runaway with Miss Watson's Negro. I be floating in style all day in the river. Ain't no place to be but in the river, the river, the river. The river, the river, in the Mississippi River. The river, the river. The river, the river. Yeah, Jim, my Negro. Yeah. You're never gonna change, no matter what I say. We both like education, but we're never gonna be the same. And yes, you're my father, and yes, I'm your son, biologically related, but my real father's Miss Watson's slave. At least he cares about me, goes down the river with me. Yes, he's a Negro, but he cares about my well-being. Well, see, all you do is beat me, lock me in your cabin cause you're scared that I'll be fleeing. Really, I'm your son, you're my father, and that means we should always try to look after one another, like we're brothers with the same love for our mother. Hope you still remember her even after what you did and after all your troubles. That's called a family, that's what we really need. And while you're always drinking, Jim will always try to care for me. And when the sun comes up reminding you of what you done, beating up your own son, lock him so he can't run. Finn and I'm floating down a river, going on a runaway with Miss Watson's Negro. I be floating in style all day in the river. Ain't no place to be but in the river, the river, the river. The river, the river, in the Mississippi River. The river, the river. The river, the river. Yeah, Jim, my Negro. Yeah.
Hang up the phone, you know you're gonna be alone. Get used to it, we never really liked you so. Yeah, you're not a man, and you're not a father. You're a liquor sipping sissy living near the Mississippi River, where I'll be drifting down with my Negro. Yeah, broke my law, but you know you're the real sinner. I made a lot of cash money, but your waistline only gets slimmer and your life thinner. Started from the bottom, now you're still at the bottom, wishing you could make it to the top, happily ever after. You know that never happens, you know your life's cruel. Drink another cup of scotch while your life's a waste, a rotten apple, a dirty rascal. Now you're on your end, wishing you had another chance, not a chance in life, another cup of vodka. Have you ever noticed Negroes care about their families? Have you ever tried treat them like human beings. No, you haven't, cause you're a poor Negro hater. No freer than the slave and his enslaver. Maybe you should take time to be civilized and should realize what I realize. Don't you live in your own head of lies. It's the 19th century, time to open your eyes. Everything you mumble doesn't serve purpose, you circus clown. Every action you take isn't worth it in this savage town. I think I'm planning to stay away from you forever. Peace, it's Huckleberry, not your daughter.
My name's Huck Finn and I'm floating down a river, going on a runaway with Miss Watson's Negro. I'll be floating in style all day in the river. Ain't no place to be but in the river, the river, the river. The river, the river, in the Mississippi River. The river, the river. The river, the river. Yeah, Jim, my Negro.
Yes, Huck in the house. My daddy came back and my life became a mess. He locked me in the house and he kicked me in the ass. So I found a raft floating down the Mississippi River. I ran away from my dad in a cold shiver. It was then when I slept when a black man became a creeper. Just help my ass, man, I'm your good homie Negro. Miss Watson selling me for some gold and silver. Give me some time, let me think it clearer. I said, nigga, yes, come with me. I ain't gonna let no black man getting sold that easy. Even though this man had nothing to do with me, I tolerated his race and his beliefs, so I let him be. Thinking back, no one would have asked a kid like me to help him be released and to be free. I felt he tolerated this poor kid with bad father, so I decided to help him get to freedom and to his other. That nigga, who that, son? We had great adventures down the river. The river took us to many places more bitter. The Duke and Dolphin, that pair, our greatest threat, made efforts to trick the people with no damn regrets. In the end, we found that this was all a sick joke. We were played by Tom Sawyer, that old bloke. Ain't nobody gonna sell Jam for 8, huh? But Watson's gonna set him free for none.
My name's Huck Finn and I'm floating down a river, going on a runaway with Miss Watson's Negro. I'll be floating in style all day in the river. Ain't no place to be but in the river, the river, the river. The river, the river, in the Mississippi River. The river, the river. The river, the river. Yeah, Jim, my Negro.
Yeah. Once upon a minute, while I dream weak and weary, Tom would always have my back, pretending to be cherry. I never wanted this and Watson never realized. She always claimed that I needed to be civilized, but what she didn't know was that I had it figured out. My life was not to be controlled or be talked about. I'm the man of my own being, that's none of your business. So keep it real in the house before I break that stiffness. I want no civilization, nor any without religion. So play it cool and back off before I burn your kitchen. I'm sick and tired of your constant barking and nagging. I hate it when you discipline me, don't even mention that bragging. Don't put your feet up there, Huckleberry Finn. Don't use your hands to eat, you savage man. I'm no child nor a Negro, quit the constant pissing. Damn, what you doing make me enjoy classic English. But I ain't worried at all, nor am I angry. I'll crack a skull of yours before the word sorry. You'll beg for forgiveness, but you ain't gonna get any. So don't be mad, Watson, cause you deserve this. I mean, come on, lady, don't you feel like a hypocrite? You treat my Negro Jim like a cranking machine for your collagen. I'll get you for that, cause Jim's my partner in crime, my PIC. So wipe that smile off your face like you feel so redeemed. First things first, you should listen from his suffering. But let me tell you something, this ain't changing nothing. Get what you deserve, even if it costs my death. I will seek my final vengeance before my last breath. It's been a while since this day has come, but see you later, man, you ain't even my mom. I float down the Mississippi River for your sake, and wait, you got a gym for me to
My
take.
name's Huck Finn and I'm floating down a river, going on a runaway with Miss Watson's Negro. I'll be floating in style all day in the river. Ain't no place to be but in the river, the river, the river. The river, the river, in the Mississippi River. The river, the river. The river, the river. Yeah, Jim, my Negro.
Yeah.
I'm getting mad, Watson. I'm sweeping floors, cleaning drawers, attending church, juggling jobs, struggling schools. So here's to the tolerable slim old maid and righteous crusade. Her penetrating goggles, face as old as fossils. So here's to Miss Watson, say goodbye to fun. To the babbling woman, imposing her values, I struggle each day with civilization. The daily lectures forced into my face, you're a disgrace. Miss Watson's intolerance, destroying my confidence. Preposterous, little old Miss Righteous is here, throwing me into despair. Yo, Miss Watson, stop hating on my Negro Jim. The tall, big person may be a bit dim. He may be inferior to us whiteys and up to no good where he once stood. Miss Watson, your intolerance towards blacks is against everything on your holy plaques. You may be the best damn person around, but as long as you have hatred burning in your mouth, I'll be a better white trash, won't get smashed, people won't spit on my ash.
I'm Huck Finn and I'm floating down a river, going on a runaway with Miss Watson's Negro. I'll be floating in style all day in the river. Ain't no place to be but in the river, the river, the river. The river, the river, in the Mississippi River. The river, the river. The river, the river. Yeah, Jim, my Negro. Yeah.